Every day at Wells, people come to work for the opportunity to do two things. Something they love to do and doing it with people they love doing it with. And as a result, when the opportunity provides itself or when the need arises, I think of some of the current events that have taken place on a national basis where somebody's on the other end of a 911 call and begging somebody to do the right thing. At Wells, it's never a question. It's when the opportunity presents itself, everybody just steps up, they do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. They put their own personal needs or concerns aside because somebody else's well-being is at stake. And as a result, the opportunity to sit here as a CEO and know that there are 2 employees that are still alive that get the opportunity to come to work every day and do what they love with people they love, doing it with because somebody did the right thing for them. That's the culture of Wells.
Well, I remember going out and I was lifting some forklift extensions out of the pickup, and I reached in and I grabbed the forklift and extension and I pulled it towards me, and I had kind of like a little lightning bolt kind of come down my chest, and really didn't think much of it. Thought maybe I pulled something, and kind of things didn't seem quite right, but I didn't think a whole lot of it, and I carried the forklift extension in up the steps and in the door and put it in the rack. And I was kind of still not feeling 100%, just something wasn't quite right, but thought I better get that other extension out of that truck before I can't get to it. So I went down, I grabbed the other extension, and as I grabbed it, it felt like a mule actually kicked me in the chest. And then I got to feeling worse. I was just like, boy, I had indigestion like I just couldn't stand it, and so I thought I better get a drink of water. Oh, that's not going to help. So I kind of went into the shop, and Fritz happened to be in there. And I said to him, he asked me how I felt or what was going on. I said, I don't feel good. And he said, well, you better sit down. Well, and he's not facing me at this time, and I'm looking, and so I go over to the chair and sit down. Boy, I try to sit down, but I can't. I tell him I can't sit down. And he turns around and he looks at me and he says, are you having a heart attack? And I said, no, I'm not having a heart attack. And I believe he said something like, liar, denier, strike 3, he says. And he turned around and he headed towards the phone, and that's the last I remember. I was down and out. Basically, that was it. If nobody had been around and wouldn't have recognized it, I would not have made it. And that's what the doctor said. It's because his quick actions, I'm here. I mean, I can never repay him. There's just not a word big enough to express my appreciation for what he did for me.
It was Wednesday, February 6th. I came to work as usual in the morning. I don't really remember anything being out of the ordinary, but I found out later I had cardiac arrest about maybe 9 in the morning.
I was very lucky to be here. Someone noticed right away that something was wrong, and they got the first responders there, and Jody, my hero, as soon as they contacted her, they did CPR, and then she noticed by my breathing that I needed the defibrillator and used that on me. So it was really a miracle that I was here with all the right people and equipment, and that Jody was here. How do you thank someone for saving your life? She's my angel. She'll always be my hero. She keeps telling me she just did what she's trained to do, but she's a remarkable gal. And I was tickled to death to hear that she was getting this award. That's wonderful that she's being recognized for, not just for what she did to me, for me, but I know she's done so much for a lot of other people in the years she's served as an EMT and on the ambulance crew here. So she definitely deserves a recognition.
I walked in the door with Peggy the first day that she came back to work, and I just realized what a difference we got to make in her life. It's like, wow, who gets a job like this, and who gets to lead an organization? And I'm humbled, and there's most days that I feel like I'm so unprepared to do what we do, but every day we get a chance to make a difference, and that's why this company's still here 100 years later, because it isn't me and it isn't these people. For 100 years, people have been making decisions like this, and today we get to make a difference in a larger way than we ever had, and that's both humbling and exciting all at the same time.